What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the World Wrestling Talk podcast. In fact, because of my favorite chant that happened on Raw this week, we're going to call this episode World Wrestling Talk podcast Summers Over. And
that's what they were saying?
That's what they were saying, but what did I tell you last time about talking before I introduce you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, that was Xavier. Either way, I'm Chris Walker, and I'm here with a cast of terrible suspects. Now, they're great guys. First, we got our resident caveman and the owner of Podnation. What's up, Chris Temez?
What's going on, everyone? This is Chris Temez, owner of Podnation, host of Comic Cave. I am the Vince McMahon of this group.
Okay. Anyway, here we got someone who, again, a guy who was with me. We started talking about doing a wrestling podcast, and our first little draft, which I may find and share with you guys, it's crap. But our first draft, we did sitting in the middle of our School of Communication. That's right, not the English building. In the middle of that, and it was terrible quality. But I'm here with my buddy Torin Mori RT. What's up, buddy?
You can't even say my name right after being here several times.
It's not worthy. You're not worthy.
Okay.
And we had a guest a while back, someone who was different than a normal guest because he was actually a wrestler. And he was someone who I went to high school with, and someone who I've watched him, and he's a great guy. We've got the Blacknificent one, Luther Black. What's up, man?
Oh, what's up, Chris? It's good to be here again.
So, Luther, I noticed you've got a bit of weight on you. You put a bit of weight on.
Yeah, at the last Lone Star Championship event, I obtained one half of the tag team titles.
Awesome, man. You know, let's talk about that for a second. Chris, that was you and I's first time going to an independent wrestling event.
Of course, I can't wait to go back. Support indie wrestling.
Support it.
It was an awesome moment, dude, when your music, or I know you didn't come out to your music, but when they called your name, I was like, that's my boy. like all these guys are cool, but that's my boy, you know. And you came out, you know, we did the fist bump, awesome moment. Someone should have taken a picture of it. But they were too busy gazing at a CM Punk action figure.
You know what? There was some things that happened to me that night. I'll never forget it. You were there, Walker. You know what it is, but I'm not going to say it on this thing. But next time, I'll be ready.
Yeah, you know, next time. Okay. But Luther, man, it was an awesome. I had no idea. In fact, I've got some video to match, and let's just say you guys are looking at it right now. But it was a great moment, and I'm glad I could be there, you know, for you to see you win a title.
The next time you're going to be there is when? January?
January 30th. It's in pencil right now, but they may stick. So.
In Houston, Texas. Let's
Yes.
go support indie wrestling.
The address is 21902 Northwest Freeway.
Lone Star.
VF Post 8905.
Lone
That
Star
was
Championship
VFW
Wrestling.
Post. Come on, Luther.
I'm trying.
The VFW.
Hey, it was a pretty cool venue.
It was. You said someone got signed. Someone from...
Yeah, Barbie Hayden.
Wow. I met a star.
You met a star.
I met a star.
You know, it'll be interesting to see a couple years from now. She was pretty.
I met a star, and I'm sitting next to a champion right now who's gonna be a future star in the WWE. Maybe our Ring of Honor, or I was gonna say OFW, but that
OFW.
whatever you do, please do not support TNA wrestling. Just don't. Go there.
Whoa!
Just don't go there.
We can't say.
What about EC3?
Let's
Oh yeah.
let's support TNA
Oh
wrestling.
no, man.
Because
I've seen some of their shows recently.
just in case they give me a contract, let's say yes. Let's support them. Okay.
where the money goes? No.
Yes.
Either go big or go home. WWE or New Japan Pro Wrestling. Like,
Yeah, that's
fuck
good.
it. Yeah.
Hey, you know, for New Japan, I got to build my way for that. Now, if I was 6 feet,
Yeah.
you know, jacked, possibly not black, I might get there.
Possibly not black. That's a sad thing.
Nah, it's just a little joke.
You know, TNA. The last time I watched TNA,
It was horrible.
no, it was
Yeah.
Mickey James got pushed onto some railroad tracks. I will never forget that.
Wow.
Who pushed her?
What's that dude's name?
No name,
Bobby
because that's what they
Roode?
are. No names.
Was it Bobby Roode or
It's not Rude.
It was-
Storm. Was it? No.
Storm?
It was James Storm.
Storm.
Yeah.
James Storm.
Who's with who now?
I don't know.
He got signed.
He got signed?
Yeah.
Oh, no, the company's gone to hell. Oh my goodness, I can't believe. Nah, Vince wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, but
he
his
did it.
son-in-law
Vince wouldn't, but
would.
Triple
His
H
son-in-law-
would.
Wouldn't that make 9 H's?
9, yeah.
Anyway,
6
I
H's.
really think Storm is a great addition.
I know what I said.
But you notice that they never mentioned him coming from TNA. They just kept saying, you're from the Indies.
well, Samoa.
course not.
Same thing with Samoa Joe, which is a dumb name.
Joe is gonna kill you.
Joe's gonna get beat. All right, so we like to start off with our top things. We're gonna start off with our list, of course. I like to do lists here at World Wrestling Talk, and I thought earlier, let's save this for the next episode, which will be closer to Survivor Series. But I'm excited for the pay-per-view right now. Survivor Series always excites me. I know Vince is a little sour on the idea of the traditional Survivor Series match.
That's what makes a Survivor Series. The 5-5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but once Brand Ascension was over, or when they made the
Yeah.
bragging rights pay-per-view, it was like, well, boo.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, they tend to do that to themselves a lot.
I just want to get into a quickly thing. The Survivor Series, I was there. Well, I wasn't there, but I saw the first one, and I've seen every one ever since. And they've been, I think, in my opinion, I'm gonna go off rails here. I think they should just go back to the major 4. Is it 4?
4.
Royal Rumble,
Oh, yeah.
SummerSlam,
Mania and Survivor Series.
yeah. I think they should just do those 4 now. What
So
do you
you're
guys
tired of the gimmick pay-per-views?
Yeah, because I was there at Night of Champions, and I watched the recent one, Hell in a Cell. It's just another Raw show.
I agree with you there.
It's just another show.
Well, that's what the WWE Network did, honestly, because when you look at it, Vince doesn't feel obligated to provide a giant payoff for the fans anymore, as compared to when we had a $60 a month pay-per-view.
But it's just the look of it all. It just feels like another show. You know how back in the day
They don't have unique stages.
Yeah, they had like
anymore.
tables, ladders, and chairs. You saw tables, ladders, and chairs. You saw Hell in a Cell. There was like fences all around. It's
Remember
just
the old Armageddon stage?
yeah. It was
Yeah.
like
That was my favorite.
Yeah.
Or Backlash or something, back when they were cool.
I think we should. And so if Vince feels that way, I think we should just go back to the original 4.
I agree with you.
They wouldn't have enough content, though.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I
You could
think they
build
would.
up like, oh my god, it'd be like the next. So what's Mania? It'd be SummerSlam, right?
Mania, then SummerSlam,
Yeah.
then Survivor Series, then the Rumble.
Okay, so let's say after WrestleMania, you have like let's say Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. That's all those months to build that shit up, or to build that up, and
It would get repetitive.
But
because
you
things
have-
Yeah,
would go
you don't
on
want
too
the
long.
fans to
But
get
you would
tired of it.
think about when we had Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker WrestleMania. They had months to build up
Yeah.
for it, and that became one of the biggest matches. Though.
Well, they wasn't
part-timers.
wrestling each other every week though.
well, don't wrestle each other every week. Like, you know how they just I don't know if you guys saw Raw this past week, but they just planted the seed for Seth Rollins versus KO,
Kevin Owens,
Owens. They're not gonna touch that maybe till like Mania.
Well, okay, it's like this, and it's on the game, and I'm gonna talk about this a little later. But the game gets kind of boring when you're in a feud because it's you're gonna fight him again, or in universe mode.
Yeah.
You make a feud between Dolph Ziggler and Ryback, and next thing you know, they're fighting each other every week. Oh, this week he hit him with a chair. Oh, this week he attacked him before the match.
Yeah.
Oh, this week he got revenge, and then the pay-per-view. That's how it would be because they would wait until the pay-per-views to do payoffs. I don't think we should do a pay-per-view every month anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But you need more than 4 a year, maybe 6 a year.
Maybe 6. Yeah, I'll give it
Yeah,
6.
because Cena and Orton over and over and over again.
Two in the beginning, 2 in the summer, and then 2 in the winter.
Well, I was
Exactly.
just gonna say, like, if you guys played No Mercy, they did the Big 4, and they would just have interactions and just build off of it, or have like an interference, or
Yeah.
one week don't even mention it, and just have the fans guessing what's gonna happen next.
And it's becoming redundant and saturated. I think they should go back to the 2 hours instead of 3. Yeah, I mean you get whatever. Maybe they should do back in the day. You guys are too young to know this, but like they would do the show, and then they would cut the TV. They would cut the cable for the main event. So let's say Raw starts at 7 o'clock, and at the 9 o'clock hour, you got to go to the network, so they can build up something like that.
I mean,
That would suck.
they just need to stop doing all the talking that they do.
But it would suck, but it would also be like, hey, well, people are interested and they want to just pay $10 a month for the network. I mean, that's how you market it.
Well, people already pay for TV. In fact, I was in a class.
You know
and we
what?
had-
I don't think so. Now, I know at least a lot of people right now that do not have cable. They just pay for
That's true.
Netflix, the Hulu, the Amazon, and the network, and that's it.
Chris, I'm one of those people.
Exactly.
I'm
that's
one
what I'm
of
saying.
them too.
Yeah.
But the problem is, I'm paying.
Out
Okay,
with hashtag out with cable.
I paid $10 a month for Hulu. Oh, but I can get the commercial-free option. No, I paid $10 a month to watch Raw late on Hulu. Then I got to pay another $10 a month to watch the pay-per-view. It's
Because they struck up that deal with USA where whenever that deal came out, I remember that. Whenever that deal came, it was like, why did they make another deal with USA? Now they're going to make another deal with SmackDown. Why don't they just put SmackDown on the network?
because SmackDown's more important than that, and they make less money on a program being on the network.
That's not true. They got some pretty good content on the network.
No, yeah, they have great content. I wonder how you've been watching that. But you get more in your deal with NBC,
Yeah.
which to put SmackDown on one of their networks, USA, Sci-Fi, all of that, you get more money.
But I'm going to say right now, I don't think people are watching. I honestly think people aren't watching on cable anymore.
I mean, the ratings have been down the drains lately. I think
that's why, because people have moved over to like Apple TV. You can get like so many. You can buy the channels you want. You know.
Right. And or even, the thing about Raw, even on the USA Network, I mean, I have the Xfinity To Go app, and I use my parents' cable information because they're stuck in the Stone Ages where you pay for cable.
Yeah.
And I can't, I can watch, USA is one of the networks that offers live content on the app, but I can't watch Raw. When I try to watch Raw, it's like, this show isn't contracted enough, and I'm like, what? I mean, that's not what it says, but I'm just like.
But see, you mentioned how the ratings are been pretty bad lately. I think somebody posted on the World Wrestling Talk group that this Monday was the lowest rating since non-holidays since I think back from the 90s.
Yeah,
It's been the lowest. To be honest with you, I don't know, Luther, did you see Monday Night Raw this past Monday?
No.
It was pretty damn good.
I
laughed my ass off. Walker, you saw how New Day was funny.
Oh my God!
And Kevin Owens.
No, we're gonna talk about New Day later. We've got to get to the list, guys.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But before we get to the list, I have to point out, you were talking about SmackDown moving. I just pulled it up. The first episode of SmackDown to be on the USA Network will be on January 7th.
Oh.
That's a Thursday.
The day after my birthday.
This isn't about you, loser. All right.
It's always about me.
So our list. Let's go with, off the top of your head, your top Survivor Series team on the current roster. Next episode, we'll do of all time, if you could make an all-time list, but current roster, who do you put? Take into consideration chemistry, style, all of those things. Who do you put on your team? Let's start with you, Torin. Yeah, you on the spot, son.
top. We're going 5, correct?
5.
Seth Rollins, of course.
Oh.
Kevin Owens. Antonio. Can I say Tyson Kidd?
He's not
Yeah.
back yet.
Yeah, he's not current because he's...
That could be the all-time next month or next show.
Okay. Can I include NXT?
yes.
Okay.
No, because they're not on the main roster.
Can I say Kenta? I'll have Kenta.
What's his NXT name?
Kenta should have been his NXT.
That's Hideo Itami, right?
Yeah.
Hideo. That's a stupid name. We'll talk
No,
about
it's
Vince's.
not.
We'll talk about Vince's naming
He
system
chose
later.
to do that.
Okay,
It's
Luther.
a respect for his trainer.
Okay, Luther.
Gosh.
And I guess the last one will be Finn Balor.
Okay.
Which one? Demon or regular?
I would say Demon.
You know, he's
let's not
different.
call it demon. Let's call it Carnage.
He's
Call it what it
different
is.
on the game. There's the Demon Finn Balor and Finn Balor.
We're gonna call it Carnage.
Is he do? I don't watch NXT that much, but is he doing the whole Kane thing?
No.
Corporate Kane, and then there's the Demon
Oh
Kane?
no, no. He just puts on some paint.
No, when he can't get the job done, he turns into that alter ego.
Okay, so Kane. Because when he can't get the job done as Corporate Kane, he turns into Demon Kane.
When Kane can't get the job done as Kane, he turns into Kane.
Demon Kane.
It's like being a Power Ranger. If you can't do it the first time the monster attacks, you morph.
It's morphin' time.
All right, Luther, what you got? Your top 5 team.
My top 5. Let's see.
Would you captain it yourself?
If I was relevant.
Oh, you're as relevant as we make you.
Okay, for my
Fight,
cruiserweight.
Luther,
See,
fight.
I'm gonna do it like this. My cruiserweight would be, of course, Mr. Neville.
Who?
Adrian Neville.
I think that was a joke.
His name's not Adrian, guys. When he comes
Who
to
is
the main
that?
roster, you lose your first name.
it's Neville.
Everybody knows that.
How do you not know
Rusev.
the master of the Red Arrow?
Did he lose?
I
to
think it's a joke
Stardust?
because he doesn't get like no TV time at all. He's like a B time player.
Oh,
Stardust is the
man.
only reason he was relevant.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, Neville, because he comes from the indie scene. Forget you guys. My powerhouse.
Wait a minute. Quick side note: everyone there for some reason comes from the indie scene now.
Of course,
Everyone-
because indie is what's popular.
Yeah.
Right now.
Big E didn't.
He came from football. Yeah.
That's right. Old homegrown.
Speaking of Big E, he would be my powerhouse.
Okay.
Now, I would throw in, and you guys can hate me as much as you want to. I don't care. Undertaker.
Okay.
Shawn Michaels.
No.
Wait,
current.
wait, current.
Current.
Man, look here. He is current, all right? Did you see him on Raw when he was talking trash with Rollins? That makes him relevant.
All right. Okay.
He
I'll take that.
he comes every now and then and super kicks a guy.
But you got to take modern day Undertaker.
That's fine.
You notice how
don't
everyone
care.
has taken the super kick? Owens took
I
it.
hate it.
Alberto.
Alberto took
I
Rusev.
it.
hate it so
Me,
much.
I do
Sean
a
hates
super
it so
kick.
much. But you see the way guys look at it is that all these guys are doing the super kick, but nobody can do the super kick like Shawn Michaels.
The
That's because they
Wolves.
won't let
You
him.
know what I'm saying? That's his finish. But
Well-
anyways, back to it.
How many you got? One more?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. You the captain.
No.
Oh, okay. Self-esteem, son.
Let's see here. Who would be the last guy? I'm going to say Triple H.
Okay.
Which Triple H?
The current one.
Of course, current Triple H.
Which means in a feud, he can bring everybody out to jump you and just pay them.
Exactly.
I'll take it.
My
I'll take
team
it.
will win.
All right. Here's my team. Who's my team captain, guys?
John Cena.
That's right.
He's not relevant no more. He's out.
Boo.
Oh, he is out. I guess. Oh my! Whoa! This changes the game.
He's out. He went. He
Mind
took a
blast.
sabbatical.
Oh no.
He didn't kick out at 2.
Okay. Whoa. All right. I got Swagger.
Who?
Swagger.
Now
That's
that-
right.
Now that's a big who.
That's right. I'll put
Stop it.
Swagger on my team.
Now that's a
Stop
big.
Wow.
I believe in Swagger athletically, his style, his the character's work ethic.
Swagger
I put
needs angle.
I put Swagger on my team. All right, and then I gotta put Kofi and Big E. Xavier embarrassed himself on Monday, and he is not on my team.
I thought he got it.
I got it. He got it. I thought he had it. That was the funniest. I called Chris immediately.
Yeah.
That was the funniest thing. So I got Kofi and Big E. Xavier can be outside the ring, of course.
Talking
The
smack.
trombone will be very helpful.
The new aged
Jimmy Hart.
Jimmy Hart. Yeah.
All right, I need Big E's a powerhouse, but I gotta put Roman on my squad. In fact, I'll just round it out with Roman and Dean. Now I feel like that team. I mean, yeah, you got Swagger with work ethic and leadership ability. You got Dean who will do something random. Kofi and Big E can be those easy eliminations. You get your scapegoats,
Yeah.
and then you let Dean kind of sacrifice himself at the end, and Roman get the win. That is how my team goes. Chris, what you got?
Of course, the captain's gonna be KO. Kevin Owens fight.
He's the captain of my eating squad.
Or should I say Kevin Steen would be my captain. Tyler Black would be my number 2.
Get out of here.
Seth Rollins would
Thank
be number
you.
2. Cesaro, Sami Zayn, and for laughs, who's current right now? For laughs, I'll have the Big Show.
Sami Zayn would get injured tagging himself in, though.
No, you know what? I replaced the Big Show with Ryback. I replaced the Big Show with Ryback because I want. If I was booking the show, Ryback would be like the first one eliminated, just
Okay.
to knock him down.
You notice none of us said Brock Lesnar.
Well, he's not there. I thought about putting Brock on my team. I would replace Brock with Swagger.
Plus,
Brock-
Brock wouldn't work with no one.
He wouldn't. He starts suplexing.
What? All you gotta do is pay Brock.
That's true.
Bull.
All you gotta do is pay Brock.
Bull.
And then
He'll
you gotta
do
have
it.
before, and then
Once
if
he
you have
see,
Brock
he gets
Lesnar,
paid first, and then he's gonna do whatever he wants.
yeah.
What?
But once you play Brock Lesnar, you're gonna have the litany of promos that comes with Paul Heyman, And then whenever you go to Survivor Series, he's gonna like point fingers or do whatever to piss Vince off.
I got the New Day though. I have my entertainment, but we're gonna take a quick break. But before we get into that, I want to know what you guys' team is. What is your Survivor Series team? Comment down below or join the World Wrestling Talk group on Facebook. It's a great group, guys. It's an amazing group to be in. Great conversation. The funniest posts in wrestling you'll see.
It's a great group. Yes, it is.
Dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so we'll be right back with more of the World Wrestling Talk podcast brought to you by Podnation.
My company.
What up, everyone? This is Andy from Game Grok. If you guys are into comics, movies, and other nerdy pursuits, at the Podnation label, we have a show called Comic Cave with my good friends Chris and Russ. Check it out for your fill of comics and comic-related news. Links can be found down below.
What's up, guys? It's Cody from Emissions. I'm here to tell you about a new show from Podnation called Game Grok, where they talk about games, game strategies, and industry gossip. Go check them out at Podnation now.
What's up, and welcome back to the World Wrestling Talk podcast brought to you by Podnation. What was that?
That was the Podnation theme.
I mean, it might as well be Glaven. I don't know why you do that. All right, I'm Chris Walker here with Torin Moriarty, Luther Black, and Chris Temez, and we are having a good time right now. We had a long list. We had long list Survivor Series wrestlers, but let's talk about some things that are current. First off, and most important to me, is the recent release of WWE 2K16. I know, Chris, you've had the opportunity, or no, who's had the opportunity to play it?
I've played it but like 20 minutes of it.
Okay, and Torrin, I know you've watched it.
Yes, I've watched it on YouTube a few times, and
Luther, I know you've seen some glitches.
Yes.
I know Luther's been in there.
Glitches.
I know Luther's been in there because I created you, Luther.
Oh, did you? Oh, that's awesome.
did you win?
I was thinking about doing that, creating a little dude, Luther Black.
Why you gotta be little?
I miss the old when you could put your music in, cause I'd have them come out like fire.
That was like one game.
Fire.
Wasn't that Raw vs. SmackDown, right?
No, it was. Oh yeah, it was
It
still
was.
SmackDown versus Raw. Yeah, on the
You
Xbox
guys
360.
can't put your music. Oh,
Dude, they took a lot away, but the creation suite looks pretty good now. But World Wrestling Talk group member Mike Mays is adamant about the fact that the app that they promised us is not there. I know Jason Esther, he was telling me about how and you guys will see this in the next break. After the next break, you'll see Jason talk about the game. But he was telling me how he was waiting to create his wrestler because he wanted to put his face in.
Mm-hmm.
I just went ahead and created a wrestler. I realized my wrestler looks like a male version of one of my friends.
Was it albino?
No, Torin, I'll tell you which friend it is later. But the hair, it's the hair. And so I'll show you guys a picture of my wrestler right now. And it's, I enjoyed the game. I feel like career mode gets a little repetitive and boring. I'm about 10 hours in. I'm going for the tag team titles with Roman Reigns as my partner. It's taken a lot of time to get those tag team titles. And the new kick-out system sucks.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry to cut you off, but going back to earlier, we forgot to mention that the Usos are back. Tag team.
So?
When I say Us, you say Us.
No, that was so stupid. Jerry Lawler and Michael Cole. All right, Cole. All right. JBL. All right, JBL. When I say Us, I say oh. Shut up, guys.
All right, go back to the game.
Okay, but the game is pretty. This is my show. But the game is pretty cool. I like it a lot. I know a lot of people are dissatisfied with it, unsatisfied. Torn, what's the word?
They're pissed off.
Dissatisfied or unsatisfied, Torrin?
Unsatisfied.
A lot of people are unsatisfied. They mad. And I mean, we're going to be mad at every wrestling game.
Mad.
It's a wrestling game. What do you expect from it?
There was bugs, and if you join the World Wrestling Talk group, you can see those bugs because they showed the videos on there.
The Undertaker
awesome.
glitch.
Yes, the Undertaker glitch is awesome.
What is the Undertaker glitch?
Hot tag.
Yeah.
Taker just stands.
Oh, I saw
on the
that one.
outside while Triple H and Stone Cold Steve Austin take the moves.
What the hell?
Remember, didn't you?
Taker's just not moving.
It's like selling 101.
Yeah.
Like,
I saw a video where somebody got slammed and they just floated up into the air.
That was Austin.
That was Austin?
That was Austin. Bret Hart slammed him and he never came back.
no, the only glitch I've seen in my personal gameplay so far, Sin Cara it was a 6-man tag, me, Roman, and Sin Cara versus Axel Mizdow and someone else, and Sin Cara got stuck on the other side of the ring, and one of my opponents had to go hit him for him to unglitch and walk over to get tagged.
Was that a glitch or was it just Sin Cara?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But it's a pretty cool game.
Which Sin Cara?
You should definitely check it out. Remember, it was the two Sin Caras, and Booker T's like, it's Sin Cara Azul versus Sin Cara Negro. They go get them stuff, but anyway.
Can we talk about a little bit of controversy right now that's going on in the WWE?
What you got?
So apparently, a lot of people, a lot of minorities, Mexicans, are very upset at the Mexi-American thing.
Right. So for those of you who haven't been caught up, Hell in a Cell featured the surprise return. I did not see it coming.
Me neither. When I saw it, like, holy shit, I was like, whoa.
Right. I was so excited to see the great triumphant return of Zeb Coulter. Zeb Coulter came back to accept the United States Open Challenge. No,
Yep.
Coulter didn't accept it, but he did come back and he represented Alberto Del Rio.
Alberto Del Rio, the way he says it.
I like that. That was a good impression. That was the shock of the night easily.
Whenever I was like, whoa, I did not know. I honestly thought it was going to be, Sami Zayn.
I thought it was going to be Carlito.
Carlito.
They were-
Spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool. Like, he gonna stab John Cena again.
Can we just, where the hell is Sami Zayn?
He's recuperating.
How long?
He's
Hey.
supposed to be back early, I believe, next year.
So, like,
Surprise
Royal Rumble?
Maybe, possibly.
So speaking of the Royal, but yeah, Alberto Del Rio came back. It's a weird,
Alberto Del Rio.
it's a weird partnership. You got Coulter in a wheelchair.
Well, I mean, they don't want to do the whole Coulter dissing immigrants anymore right now.
Thank you,
thanks
Donald
to
Trump.
Donald Trump.
No, and thank you. What's that guy's name?
Which guy?
The guy that fired Del Rio, or because he hit him?
Oh, yeah.
That's why.
Speaking of which, I was reading his contract. Apparently, he's gonna have limited dates.
You can read his contract?
Yeah, this site well, it wasn't his actual contract, it was just the details of his contract. He's getting about $700,000 in the downside, which is a little less than top names get.
Wow. And he's a champion too.
Yeah, and he has limited dates. So it looks like they're going with this whole limited dates thing with a lot of guys. What do you think about that, Luther, as someone who's trying to get into or break into the professional, like the big leagues?
They're trying to keep it fresh. You're going to see more of the guys from NXT come up to the main roster because they're going to go back to the whole splitting the brand deal, and they're signing a lot of indie guys. So far, 4 indie people have gotten signed.
I wonder who are the scouts.
Is indie people an offensive term?
No,
I mean,
we
is
love
that-
to be
is that an
called
okay-
indie people.
What are you supposed to be
We're
called?
indie wrestlers.
Indie people.
We're wrestlers.
But what are you supposed to call them?
Professional wrestlers.
I mean, that's what we say about other terms we use.
Yeah,
It's
you're a
not
professional
acceptable.
wrestler now, but once you get to WWE, you're a sports entertainer.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll be
It's all the
whatever the
same.
money tells me I am,
Yeah.
and whatever the fans call me.
Of course.
Well,
'Cause
that's a
the
good
roar
thing.
of the crowd is the best thing for the new day.
Yes, it is.
All right, so
Wait. Speaking of New Day, I want to mention how Seth Rollins was funny as hell whenever they were like, Team Rollins. He's like, no. And then he's, yes. Yeah, and he started dancing, and then he's like, no, stop. No, I can't do it. That was funny as hell.
New Day is entertaining. I know a lot. There was a bit of a discussion on World Wrestling Talk recently about New Day.
Wait, racism. What happened to racism?
We're talking about New Day. I mean, how much racism? But there was a talk, what was it? There was a talk, and they were like, these guys. A lot of people feel, since we want to talk about racism, a lot of people feel that, this is what they do with a black team. They make them, goofy.
But it was their idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember reading back when Big E was still with Dolph, or after he won the title. They're just like, Vince said, you know what? I know Big E is funny. Let him be funny. And that whole preaching thing started happening when he started cutting promos like, and I believe that I will win. And it was golden.
I thought Nation of Domination.
They're the black DX guys. Like,
Oh my
I wouldn't
goodness.
say that.
they're
With
like,
unicorns.
I mean, come on now. Think about it.
Hey, Torin, you like unicorns.
Think about how you had the Beastie Boys, and then you had guys like Eminem and Yellow Wolf come out. And then with Eminem and Yellow Wolf coming out, you
With the real
had
Slim Shady,
you
please
had
don't.
the whole what's their names? They did the song with Justin Timberlake and Lady Gaga.
I have no idea.
Oh my God, they have the song with T-Pain.
No, but I wouldn't say that
I'm on a boat.
the New Day.
know what you're
Oh,
talking about.
Lonely Island.
Yeah, you know, so it's different.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
say New Day is DX. I think they're their own thing.
The black version of DX.
I mean, they remind me of Brother
Do you remember
Deacon.
DX back in the 90s? That is
Yeah,
not
I remember. I know that's not the DX I'm talking about.
Oh.
They remind you of who?
Deacon Devon. Remember he came out with Batista for a while, and he would be like testify.
A
He wears
preacher.
that-
Stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's exactly what. Why has no one mentioned that in the Dudleys versus New Day feud?
I think they're just strictly Dudleys.
They don't want to do it.
So
He go around testify.
the most hilarious thing when New Day came out, and the fans are like, first of all, it sounds to me like they're saying New Day rocks, but because they're heels, they have to make it seem like, oh, New Day sucks.
I think that's a dub.
But the it's so funny because Xavier comes out and he's like, you know, we're gonna talk.
Yeah.
So and I was like, that is the greatest thing I've ever heard. Like, better than hustle, loyalty, respect.
What do you
Called
think?
a lady a troll once, an old lady. I think that's the best thing.
I mean, or Big Show telling that fan, sit down, fat boy.
That was funny as hell.
But then CM Punk has slapped the fan.
CM Punk has done more than just slap a fan.
CM
The
Punk
wrong
is the
guy
best.
that did it to him. Too.
Like CM Punk has, I've seen CM Punk straight up destroy. This is when he was in the Indies. Straight up destroy a woman. I'm like, damn.
I mean,
The Invisible Mike.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
one of
that
that
was-
was one of them. I was like, wow.
Wait, what is
That
the
was
Invisible
amazing.
Mike?
Oh, it's funny. You gotta look it
You
up.
gotta look it up on the internet.
Really, y'all not gonna describe it to
Well,
me just
it's hard
quickly?
to describe it.
He was a
golden.
heel. It was an indie. He was like a big time heel, and this woman was like just talking trash, and he was like, speaking of the mic, he's like, it's a fake mic, you idiot. Like he just went off.
Yeah, he was
Like he went off, and the woman was like just there talking. He was just going and going and going. And I was like, wow, that's vicious.
Okay.
And then there was another one where there was this big lady.
Oh yeah.
It was this big lady. He just started talking mess about her, like really bad.
Homeboy talk mad trash.
But then there's a video about Tyler Black whenever he did
The moonsault.
off a fat guy. That was funny.
That was a plant.
Now,
You should totally do that, Luther. Just do- I'll be the fat guy by the ring.
I was about to say, Chris, would you let
Yeah, I
someone
would be
do
like, I'd be like, and then just do a moonsault off of him.
oh my gosh, it's time to reenact. No. All right, so since we were talking about the New Day and, you know, they are the tag team champions of the world, the return of the Usos. That was
a great pop. If you saw Raw, that was a great pop. Even there was like a couple of little kids like, oh my God, Usos.
I mean, Usos are big with the kids. They are what Rey Mysterio was. Because there is no. I mean, you got Kalisto and No Face, but they you know, the Usos represent, you know, that connection with the kids that Kofi used to have.
Ooh,
Before Kofi went crazy, and so you
he's
have
not
the
crazy. He's
Usos.
a unicorn now.
You have the Usos coming back, and apparently they're going to be feuding with New Day now. That was what that was said.
No,
Yeah.
man, Usos need a feud with the Dudleys. I think
What?
so.
Fly through tables.
I knew they were feuding with the Lucha Dragons now.
The Lucha Dragons. I thought they had
The main focus was New Day and the Dudleys.
I want you guys out there listening to this right now. I want you to put your horns on your head and chant with me. New Day rocks.
No.
Well, screw you guys.
All right, so you've got that, of course, you know, and then we're talking to a tag team champion right now. So, Luther, I'll get a little bit of insight from you on tag team wrestling. I mean, you are the Lone Star Championship Wrestling, one half of the Lone Star Championship Wrestling tag team champions with what's it?
Silky Baines.
Right,
Come on,
that's a big dude. That's
Don't
a
do my tag partner like that.
that's a big dude.
He is big.
He looks really cool. Y'all are an interesting tag team dynamic.
Yeah, he beat the crap out of me before a lot. We beat the crap out of each other a lot, and now we're a tag team.
Now you guys are the brothers of destruction.
Yeah, why we gotta be brothers? Why?
I mean,
Brothers of destruction.
brothers.
Oh, he meant. Oh,
I did the black.
I meant
But,
like bro. Like okay.
But you know, it was the little guy earning the respect of the big guy, and we were like, hey, let's form a team, and we did that. And you know, even though he didn't get beat as much as I did, we did it together.
So are you right now the longest tag team holder of Lone Star Championship Wrestling, or
No, I just won the belt.
Yeah, but
We were there.
So are you the Marty Jannetty?
I don't know what I am.
Marty.
I have a great idea though. If you ever want to get away from your tag team partner, throw him through a plate glass and then hit him.
I don't know about that. He's kind of, he might just pick me up one.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
I know. I was there. I saw him.
So
sweep the leg.
It's tag team wrestling is way harder than singles wrestling.
Yeah.
The psychology of it, not making yourselves look stupid. It's very complicated. And I'm telling you guys right now, I am not on the level of the Usos. I am not on the level of New Day. He's been a tag team champion, more than I have. His brother was his actual brother was his tag partner for the longest time. And, for a company out in Alvin, Texas called PWA, they're still tag team there. And they've been around for a long time, 10 years. I'm only 2 years and a couple months in.
So, since it's your tag team partner, do you guys hang out? Do you guys go on the road, or do you guys
we hang out,
talk about finishers or what y'all can bring to the table, what new stuff you can bring to the table?
We get together. We go to the same gym.
Okay.
So whenever he's there, I'm there. We work on different things. Now, he has a life outside of wrestling. I don't. I only have a life on the weekends.
You eat, breathe, and sleep wrestling.
Yeah.
And you conquer and repeat wrestling.
Also, we have he wasn't here today. He got into an unfortunate accident, but Brian.
Yeah.
Brian
High.
That's I've helped.
I'm calling it right now. Brian High versus Luther Black in the future.
Yes, most definitely. We talked about teaming together. We've talked about wrestling each other.
For the World Wrestling
You
Talk
guys could be the
title.
next Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels.
We should invest in a title belt.
What do you mean?
The World Wrestling Talk title of the world.
Or if you guys want to buy T-shirts, that's coming very soon.
Very soon. Very, very soon. Luther, you got merchandise, dude?
Man, I started off with merch, but like I said, I don't have a life outside of wrestling, so it gets kind of expensive getting those things.
Oh, we understand. But dude, I saw a kid wearing a Luther Black T-shirt once, and I was like, I need that.
Yeah, I actually on TeePublic. If you go on there, you type in #Luther Black. I have shirts there for sale, you guys. So help me out. Support indie wrestlers.
Are they covering the big boys?
Yes, you
They
can
cover the
order them
big
any
boys?
size.
Okay, that's
They have sweaters, hoodies, tank tops, men's, women, his, hers. Go get one.
I'm gonna get one.
Torin, why don't you have T-shirts?
Yeah, Torin.
I don't have the funds for all of that.
Oh, yeah, right.
Go to TeePublic. It's free.
But okay, so we're gonna take another break. We're having some good times, but check out this message and these messages from Podnation, and we'll be back with the World Wrestling Talk podcast.
Also, we're gonna start a new segment for you World Wrestling Talk members, the Member of the Week.
Oh,
I like that.
okay.
Member of the week. So coming back after the break, we're gonna have Member of the Week.
Thank you, Chris. On the World Wrestling Talk podcast, brought to you by Podnation.
That's my company.
What up, everyone? This is Andy from Game Grok. If you guys are into comics, movies, and other nerdy pursuits, at the Podnation label, we have a show called Comic Cave with my good friends Chris and Russ. Check it out for your fill of comics and comic-related news. Links can be found down below.
What's up, guys? It's Cody from Emissions. I'm here to tell you about a new show from Podnation called Game Grok, where they talk about games, game strategies, and industry gossip. Go check
WWE 2K16. Pretty good game. I like it so far better than last year's game. I absolute hate the submission techniques that you have to use, because you could be killing the computer the whole time, but then they can win with a submission, or you lose with a submission because they can move their bar quicker than you can. I have not, and I repeat, have not made I haven't made myself yet, because I've been waiting for the freaking app so I can use my own picture to see how it works. So I'm still waiting on that. Been playing the Stone Cold era. It's pretty cool. Played a few single matches. Cool. Main point, pretty good game. Just waiting for that freaking app. And hopefully I can learn how to be a better submissionist or
What's
whatever.
up and welcome
but-
back to the World Wrestling Talk podcast brought to you by Podnation. I'm Chris Walker here with an amazing cast of guys, but guys, I need to let you know that you are all booty. No, I'm just playing. Come on, guys, you were supposed to laugh. Okay,
You're fired.
Well, dang. Now I feel like a loser. Either way, firing me was Chris Temez, host of the Comic Cave podcast.
Half host of Comic Cave.
One of the co-hosts of Comic Cave podcast, along with Double R, the game. But and then I'm here with one half of the y'all are just halves. I mean, am I the only independent black female here? No. But I'm here
I
with
think you're ready for this day.
Jelly. All right, so I'm here with Bootylicious. Why? Okay, I'm here with one half of the Lone Star Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Luther Black. It's good to be here with Luther. I like when Luther comes in. He shares some insight from in the ring. And then we have our neighborhood critic, the most critical man in the world. Not the most interesting, but the most critical. Torin Moriarty. Tell me something negative, Torin.
WWE sucks.
All right, there we go.
Okay, so Luther, I want to ask you this. In my head, I didn't notify anybody, but so whenever you get into the indies, do you have to like help build the rings and the ropes and stuff like that?
Oh, of course. That is.
Is that a hard thing to do?
Hell yeah.
Is it hard?
That everything's so freaking heavy. Then you have some of the guys that just come in and pick up one of the corner posts and just walk with them. You know, like screw you. You know? Right.
So since we're talking about building rings and stuff, Torin, I know you're involved with some backyard stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys do?
Kill each other, because that's pretty much what happened.
Sometimes, well, my friend Mike, you guys know Mike.
Mike did a segment for us a while back.
He's with a new program where all they do are hardcore matches with ladders and stuff like that.
Untrained.
Yeah, we went to a real wrestling ring one time, and they had a 30-minute match. I believe I showed Chris a video of that. And, the guys there were being critical, basically untrained, disinteresting. Does he think he's the black Kevin Owens? But
The real champ is here.
Yeah, Mike is kind of built like a black Kevin Owens.
Yeah, but, they had a good experience there, and...
I was Kevin Owens for Halloween.
Really?
What?
I had the cut off sleeve shirt. I just spray painted KO on my shirt in gray.
That's cheap.
And I had my shorts and my
Wait,
shoes.
I thought you were gonna be Harvey Bullock.
No, because Russell had to go, and so I was like, I'll just be Kevin Owens.
So you go from Comic Cave to World Wrestling Talk?
Yeah. So I was Kevin
Nice.
Owens. I came into my room. The real champ is here, and I have a toy Intercontinental Championship belt at home.
Oh, what you're looking at right now is what I did on the day before Halloween. And that's why I watched too much wrestling. And thanks for the edit, Chris, adding blood and gore to it.
The real champ is here.
All right, but so Torin, for one, the next episode I gotta get the Daywalker on here.
Mm-hmm. I'll try.
Does he still go by that?
Yes.
I've got to get him on here. Mike, he has a good knowledge. You two got to meet, Luther. You and Mike. Mike's on the backyard scene, so I know you look down on backyard wrestlers.
So Luther, would you ever, if the money was right, would you ever do a backyard scene?
No,
You wouldn't do it.
only if the guy was trained.
Well, I have a question about that. What is the big deal with the whole training?
Are you kidding me? Even I know that. I'm not a wrestler.
Okay. You go to a wrestling match, right?
Mhm.
You're not trained. You have WWE scouts there. You have Ring of Honor scouts. You have New Japan Pro wrestlers. You have legends sitting in the back. You come out, you wrestle. You think you're the man. You get to the back. Everybody shits on you. Everybody goes off on you. Especially the legends. Especially guys that's been in the business that have given up, spending time with their kids and missing out
That's their
on
fault.
a lot of events, a lot of family time and things like that for a guy who wants to be a wrestler but doesn't want to pay the price to be a wrestler. I mean,
I thought it was a safety precaution.
Yeah,
that too.
you going
that is
into
the
morals.
that is like one of the main things is because, if I get in there with a guy that's untrained and I break my neck, the companies don't have insurance for that. That all falls onto me. You know, I don't want to go out there thinking I'm gonna have a good match, and then this guy doesn't know what the hell he's doing. I did a lucha show, and the guy wanted to give me a tiger bomb suplex. So he had my arms hooked. I jumped, everything. The guy dropped me straight on the back of my neck. The ref thought I was dead. So being trained is very, very important.
Hey, you were fighting Rey Mysterio?
No. You don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want to be talked down onto. And then another big deal of it is that WWE, I see why they do what they do with blood, but they have ways of controlling that in WWE. On the independent circuit, when you bleed, you bleed. So when there's a lot of blood, you have to take an account of all the children that are sitting there. Some people think, oh, it's just blood, kids are going to be okay. Kids get really freaked out.
Ric Flair scared the heck out of me growing up.
I've seen a kid pass out and have a seizure because his favorite wrestler got busted open.
Damn.
So, you know, it's just all about safety and wanting to, if you want to do this, pay the price to want to do this.
Okay, so Tyler, you're coming from a professional standpoint. Torn, you're coming from an ECW standpoint. Have you ever seen anyone get really injured, like straight up, like he can't get, like he's knocked the hell out, he can't get up?
I don't know if Mike wants me to tell this story, but
Tell it anyway.
His first match, he was wrestling a guy by the name of the Fallen Angel. He delivered one devastating clothesline, so we thought, you know, Mike was in character, just pretending to be knocked out, trying to sucker him in. I asked Mike. Mike said he was actually knocked out. The wind was knocked out of him, and this happened a few times. And this guy, he busts himself wide open, even though the match doesn't require it, or he'll try to set himself on fire. And it's the police had to actually come and say, "You guys can't do this at the park anymore. You guys have to leave."
Y'all got kicked. They got kicked out of the
Why
park.
would you set yourself on fire?
Those are guys that we don't want in the business.
That's ECW.
Because you guys remember when backyard wrestling was the most popular deal. They had games.
I remember that. Yeah, ICP.
That is the reason why a lot of wrestling promotions can't get with certain places, like certain venues, especially YMCA, because they go, oh, it's too violent.
Yeah.
And before they bring up WWE, they'll show you a video of the backyard.
Yeah.
You know? Like, they have all these death match shows. Most of those guys that do that aren't trained. You have some guys that are trained and they know how to protect. I know how to protect myself.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of guys in the business. Everybody that's trained knows how to protect themselves.
This is a pipe bomb for you, Torin.
Well, I was going to say that the backyard wrestlers, I'm not a part of this group anymore, but they were just on the news.
Dang, even you left.
But that's a different story. But they were in the news just recently. But they were called Backyard. It was kind of like Fight Club, so they didn't know they were actually wrestling. But it became like a big deal for them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing having an indie guy and a backyard guy have a match is like Ryback versus CM Punk.
Yes.
You know, Ryback's gonna try to put you through the table and miss.
Mess up.
You know, then we got a real fight on our hands because somebody doesn't know how to wrestle.
And for 434 days, he defended that title and never lost it, and now he's gone because of Vince.
And still didn't main event.
Well, he main evented something.
Cena's the man.
Whatever.
All right, so speaking of Cena, we know Cena's out.
Thank God.
Shut up. We know Cena's out, and in
hashtag push Cena.
Then at the same time Cena went out, Orton went down.
That was real.
Orton's out for 6 months.
I thought that was just part of the sabbatical.
Orton's gone.
How long was he there before he got injured?
Like a week.
Yeah.
What happened?
Literally a week.
I don't remember.
I heard
what
that
happened.
he broke his arm or elbow or something like that.
Yeah, it's his shoulder again, which is a repeated injury to the shoulder. He's gonna need surgery. But I was reading, when the absence of two of your top guys, your 1A and your 1B.
Orton's top.
Daniel Bryan is B.
No, he's a B player.
Orton's top. I never.
Yeah,
knew
Orton's
that.
always been 1B. Seth is moving up there. And then you
Chris,
don't have.
Are you sure that he's been 1B?
Yeah, pay wise and everything wise. Actually, they're both.
Daniel
two
Bryan
with
is
Brock.
A-list.
But either way, with both of them out, Daniel Bryan's not cleared yet by WWE.
I don't think Daniel Bryan's coming back.
He's
Yeah,
trying
after-
to.
Daniel Bryan, Edge, they're
He
the
is
same.
really
I don't think
trying to.
he's coming back.
He's trying.
I think the
telling you
next-
he's trying.
I think the future of the WWE is already there. Kevin Steen and Tyler Black, they will lead them to
Man, no,
victory.
I'm tired of you doing this. You don't even watch indies. Why are you calling them by their indie names?
I watched them indies.
You don't.
And
you
ever
You're supposed
since-
to watch all of them,
And
bro.
ever since Luther came into my life, I was like, you know what? I'm pro indies.
Ever since you came into my life.
He showed me the way, because I mean, I like WWE. I've been a long
Pause.
WWE fan since forever, but I think I'm falling in love with more of the wrestling side of it now than just talk.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Says someone who wants to do commentary.
See, how much talking was it there at Lone Star, guys?
I don't know. That one time that Daniel Bryan looking guy came out.
What
and
I
was
did
like,
understand-
I'm injured.
Yeah, what I didn't understand
that's
is
Carson. Don't hate on Carson.
But
But
what
he
I-
seems like a fan favorite.
That's the guy.
when I went to the indie wrestling, what I didn't understand, and when I even told Walker, I'm like, why the hell are they doing this? They gave the ring announcers
had a feud.
yeah. I was like, why does the ring announcer?
I mean, think
have-
about it. What other ring announcers do you know had a few?
I mean, it was kind of
Mitchell Cole and Jerry Lawler.
No, those are
Yeah.
commentators though. But no, it's like Justin Roberts and Lillian Garcia having a
Yeah.
feud.
but I mean, what it was is that I believe
It's more
the other
content.
guy's getting signed. I think he's getting called up to NXT.
Yeah, and it was. I mean, I to a degree, I liked it. For one, I loved the event completely.
Yeah.
I had no complaints about the event, and even the fact that he was arguing with somebody who was in the crowd, like the guy. Oh, and the way they responded to the crowd. Okay, the crowd got a little.
Well, see,
The
the crowd.
crowd.
See, actually, the crowd
An indie
started the
crowd.
feud between them.
Really?
Honestly, like the crowd they will demolish you. Like there was a time the ref came out without a belt, and the chant of the night was, "Where's your belt?" He didn't have his shirt tucked in. They chanted, "Tuck your shirt in."
And that's a good segue to this Monday Night Raw, this past Monday. Big E didn't have his belt. The only belt that was out there was Kofi Kingston's belt.
I mean, it's the New Day. Nobody.
What the hell is that? Oh,
Sasha
where's your
Banks
belt?
had it.
Where's your Where's your belt?
Oh.
No.
Speaking of
no.
Sasha, that was a pretty good fatal 4-way.
No, it wasn't.
What? I wasn't hey, they got a "This Is Awesome" chant.
Yeah, they're
I,
bullshit.
I felt like that spot didn't deserve.
like
a "This
Triple
Is
H,
Awesome" chant.
like Triple H said earlier in the evening. How high are you guys?
Hey,
no, he said,
wait.
"Hi, how are you?" That was the
Wait.
fun part.
Speaking of the divas, how about Medusa chewing out Paige?
Medusa.
Oh,
Chris, do
please
you know Medusa?
tell me you know who Medusa is.
I know Medusa, but when the hell did that happen?
She's been doing it
She's
for a
been
while
doing
now.
it for a while. I think it's a build up.
She went on the Divas
Is
division.
she like too old?
No,
Yeah,
she can still go.
I don't
she
know
can
about
still
that,
go.
but
Hey, I've seen video. She can still go.
Chris,
crazy.
Medusa was the one that went to WCW.
And she threw,
She threw the belt away.
she threw the belt in the trash.
Oh, that one. Oh, I saw her on the WWE Network. But somebody's using my network. I'm never gonna live that
Yeah, Torin.
down. No, Torrent has other accounts of mine. I give my accounts away.
Wait,
so,
before we leave, I have to say, you guys noticed because you said the Divas got it. This is awesome. Have you noticed that Sheamus, for the last couple of years, has not received a "This is awesome"?
I mean, he doesn't do high risk moves.
He's gonna get a "This is awesome" after the new Ninja Turtle movie comes out.
No, but let's talk about the Divas division because we talked about that last time and we're going to talk about it again. It's stupid.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Expert analysis from Chris Temez, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, no, listen. My favorite diva right now is Paige, because I think she's got great mic skills and she goes in and she shows it.
and anyone who sides with Charlotte is a loser.
Yeah.
And
I don't know
I-
about Paige.
you can go by.
I honestly believe that Paige should be the one to turn it back into women's wrestling instead of divas.
I'll be the oddball.
But you know what's funny? That you say
already
Paige
are.
is the one to do it. $500 says it's going to be Charlotte because Charlotte's going to go up to Stephanie and be like, hey, I'm old school like my dad. I had the support
I'm
of
so
my
sick
dad.
of that. I am so sick of Ric
doubt
Flair.
Ah.
I'm so sick of, I'm the daughter of the Nature Boy. Woo. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
It gets old, but you're the oddball how, Torn?
I was gonna go with Becky Lynch. To me, she has the
All
full.
right, irrelevant.
Y'all don't like Becky Lynch?
It's not that we don't
I
like
don't
her.
see
it's just
her
we don't.
doing it.
Yeah, because it's that whole It's the factions. It's the women factions right now.
So you think they should get rid of the factions?
Yeah, that was
they
that was
never
where they
should have
messed up.
started it.
That was
Yeah.
where they messed
I
up.
mean, because you don't see Alicia Fox wrestling like hard, not even anymore.
Where's
I mean, you guys
Naomi?
know why they
Naomi
did
is
that, though.
gone.
Why?
I hate the
Because-
fact that she hasn't got that title yet.
Think about it. When Bree, it was Bree
Hashtag
that
push
had it.
Naomi.
Bree had the title.
Right.
How many single matches has she had with the title when she defended it? Like
Nothing.
8.
How many
Nothing.
matches
Oh, wait,
did
do you-
Dean Ambrose have when he was the United States champion?
How many matches did Bruno San Martino have when he was the WWE
And for
champion?
434 days, he fought in and out, day and night, against people like Ryback, against people like Hulk. You never see Hulk Hogan wrestle someone like Ryback because it just didn't happen.
He wrestled Goldberg. What are you talking about?
You know what? If he was in Bruno San Martino's time, he could be champion for 10 years too, because wrestling one night a year is easy.
Oh my gosh! Shut up with the CM Punk. Like, go quit. Just go quit.
Yeah, you know what? World Wrestling Talk is going to get demolished by my show, the new UFC Podnation show.
Oh, you're gonna do a UFC show.
Hashtag Ronda Rousey.
You know, speaking of a UFC show, if you want to hear about things at a UFC, NFL, NBA, any kind of sports, check out the fourth quarter. In fact, there's an episode that went up at the same time as this episode did. So,
Blue for the two.
links will be down below. Xavier, Easy, and Akil do a great show, and of course I'll be there because I like sports. So check that out. But before we get out of here, we've got some sad news. Of course, news. Jimmy Superfly Snuka. It's crazy. Torrin, what you got on that?
Well, he apparently showed up to court and he's filing not guilty for all the charges.
Right, and I mean,
Charges that happened like, what, 30, 40 years?
it was forever ago. And don't get me wrong, we are not condoning murder.
Nope.
You know what? If he did it, then what he did was wrong. And
Chris, I don't think it's even if it's an if. I think he did.
Really?
I mean, the way it was, they talked about it and the relationship with the girl and the bruises, they all match with abuse.
innocent until proven guilty.
This is true.
So if he did it, it's a very sad thing, and of course a life was lost. But man, can he even stand trial? That's the real question.
Of course he can. He's not that old. I mean, he's old, but he's not that weak.
He came to court with a feeding tube in.
Yeah,
Dude.
I think he's gonna.
Yeah, Snuka is in bad condition.
He's probably gonna, go to the big ring in the sky before.
And how does this affect poor?
It
Tamina?
doesn't. I mean, she doesn't have
Tamina.
a career anyway. So.
It's okay. JBL doesn't remember. No, Michael Cole doesn't remember her name.
They're trying to give her space, but she doesn't want to stop. She doesn't want to live.
And that's good. I like Tamina.
Well,
Now,
it's
I
like-
hate to say it, but she may use this as
Nah,
You
I
know,
don't. I don't think
possible
Vince would let
way.
that happen. He'd be like, "No, that's a real
mean-
world thing. That's murder."
But okay, World War thing. They had the Black John Cena. What's his name?
Oh,
Black John.
What is his
Cena?
He looks like John Cena. He's black.
From
He's
Prime
with
Time.
Tyson. Yeah,
Oh, Darren Young.
yeah. Remember how
Yeah,
when
but that's not murder. That's
I know
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
not
murder.
murder.
I know it's not murder, but listen to how this went. When he did that, when he came out, he was getting so popular
No,
that yes, he was.
Luther. Let me stop you there. I'm
No,
gonna tell you.
don't
I'm gonna
stop
tell you.
me.
No,
Here
no. I'm
we
gonna tell
go.
you exactly what happened. Darren Young came out, and the world got behind him.
CM Punk.
The world got behind him as one of the first openly gay wrestlers, and he got a lot of attention. Well, primetime players got a lot of attention, and
He
the
got a
result
lot of attention,
and the
and-
result of Darren Young coming out was everybody realized Titus O'Neil was better. That is what
No,
happened.
what everybody realized was that the guy was getting too popular to the point where he was becoming, to the fans, WWE champion material. And
I
what
never-
happened?
I never
he
seen that.
disappeared.
And he came back looking cooler. He came back a little more relevant. I feel like
he
Titus
came back
O'Neil
with
got.
and where are they now?
I know. I miss that one time he came out as Pancake Patterson.
Well, no. What did you say? No, Pancake Patterson. No, I think when he came back, did you guys ever notice that he was like more? He hung around. They did backstage things where he hung around the divas more. He
Yeah.
was like well dressed, like nice, and he would give
He was
opinions.
always well dressed.
No,
Yeah.
but he would give out like opinions on how you look and shit, like try to make it more flamboyant.
Yeah.
And then they became tag team champions.
That
that's-
didn't last long enough. Though.
Because you know why? Because the damn part-timers, the Dudley Boys, I love the Dudley Boys, I love the tables,
Right.
but they came back and they just messed up for everybody.
and that's gotta suck. Luther.
I don't believe they're see the Dudleys. You gotta think about it.
Because the Lucha
All the
Dragons
guys
were on
that
top.
are coming, they're putting. Yeah, but I mean, what's more popular? Hey, I beat Sin Cara, or I took out the Dudleys.
I beat St. Carl because you know what?
Sin Cara beats himself.
No, the first Sin Cara beat himself.
All Sin Caras beat
my
themselves.
finger.
But I mean, when the Dudley Boys came that first time they were on Raw, man, that took me out. But then I was like,
I was in
what
the
is?
restroom.
I was like, well, you know, good. That's a good place. I was like, what is this gonna do for the division? And now, it's the Dudley Boys came out of nowhere. They started fighting all these people, and now they were like with the New Day. Now, how long has that feud been going on?
That's why I say the
It's
Usos.
not long because the Usos are.
Well,
The Usos.
Well, now that the Usos are back, now that's who
I was gonna
so
say
it's
you
probably
notice,
going to be a four-way.
you notice that when the Dudley Boys came back after the first time, their pops have died down since their
Right.
return.
And now the Europeans, that's what I like to call them. The Europeans,
That's an interesting tag team.
Sheamus
And King Barrett.
How
King
did that
Barrett,
happen?
And the other guy.
The European tour, they just released the dates for it, and so in an attempt to push it and advertise
Rusev.
it, they've partnered up. Well, Rusev's out though;
Oh, for real, what happened?
he's injured.
yeah.
The
You know,
fuck?
And he's
Okay, see, this is conspiracy. This is conspiracy. He's in an angle with Lana and Ziggler, and
Yeah, this is their way of Vince like punishing
hashtag
them.
Summers Over. And then next thing you know, they screw up and announce that they're engaged and end a feud abruptly.
That was
and
a
then
punishment by
Rusev
Vince.
gets injured.
That was a punishment by Vince. That was a straight up punishment.
I'm imagining those vines with the triangle, and it's like, yeah.
No, but no, I think that was a punishment by some kind of creator because that really messed them up.
I hope he comes back to the Indies.
Rusev Sluckers, yeah.
What was that? Anyway, so Chris promised a new segment, so we're gonna get into that new segment. Chris, our member of the week, World Wrestling Talk member of the week. You
Just
guys,
getting ready over there.
I'm ready.
you guys are great. You guys are funny. I love the post in World Wrestling Talk.
I love Road Wrestling Talk, man. We're the only road wrestling group that don't bitch, that don't scream, that don't like, you know.
John
Some
Cena.
of them do.
Well, okay, we have our
Because for
members.
434 days,
Oh
see,
my
okay.
gosh. But no, you know, when Tristan Ice Cold, when he created the group, I was a little skeptical about it. I mean, like I said, it's a
Like
result-
everything else.
Okay, yes, I'm a skeptic. I'm like Torin. But and you know, Torin was like, out of all you guys here, Torin was the first one I added to the group, and Torin was like, "Why are you adding me to this?" Because Torin's a diva. But so it was really cool to see, and it's cool to see the evolution of the group. We're at like 170 plus members.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we're gonna celebrate our inaugural member of the group, and that's right, buddy. This is
Reverend
your
Al Sharpton.
What?
No, our inaugural member of the group, and this, my friend, is your profile picture right here. We're talking about Mr. Charles Morris.
World Wrestling Top Group Member of the Week, Mr. Charles Morris. You know what? You give out great memes, sir. I love your posts. They make me laugh all the time. I like them all the time. Mr. Charles Morris, thank you so much for being a member.
Congratulations.
You are the champion, my sir. And so Ice wanted us to, he wanted to be on today's episode, but he's a little busy working on some projects. But he wanted us to start something, a World Wrestling Talk as a group. We should watch something on the WWE Network together. And so, Chris, I know you've been putting the network to great use.
Oh, yeah.
And
Nonstop.
what do you have nonstop? Okay, buddy. What do you have for us to watch this week?
Binge watching. Okay, so it's not a current thing. The last taping, but it's good. It's golden. There's I think at least 15 or 16 episodes of it. Legends of Wrestling Roundtable. If you guys can watch those shows,
All right, pick one episode though. One episode for us to watch.
Man. One episode, the Monday Night Wars, where you have a panel of Jerry Lawler, Michael P.S. Hayes, Jim Ross as the leader. Of course, in the hot seat is Eric Bischoff, and then you have Mick Foley. I'm better than ever. No, but yeah, that one is awesome. I mean, like me, I grew up in the me and Xavier Hunter, we grew up in the Attitude Era. That was our era. So
Torn's pretty old too. I don't know.
Torn, were you
Yeah.
there? Okay, I mean,
I was there for some of it.
Shut up, Luther. You're younger than me.
you guys are the
So?
the ruthless aggression era.
No.
No, but yeah, the Attitude Era. The Monday Night Wars, Legends of Wrestling Roundtable. They're all golden. All of them are golden. They're all good. They're all good to watch, especially if you want to be like Luther and know more into business, the psychology of the business. They talk about it there. And then you have other great shows, Texas Wrestling, where you have the late great Dusty Rhodes, baby, the American Dream.
All right, so I do a radio show.
Seven-time
Chris
champion.
Chris gets on my radio show, which is not wrestling related, and does a Dusty Rhodes impression, baby. What? Why
come
would
on.
you do that?
Because it's American Dream Dusty Rhodes, baby. 7-time world champion.
All right, I'm gonna come on your show and be John Cena. No. You know what? The Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Too sweet to be sour.
Yeah, is gonna come on your show. Get out of here.
Are you going to be Macho Man or you going to be Macho Sandow?
Oh, that's
Whatever happened to that guy?
Yeah, we all know what happened to that
He
guy.
fell below the relevance line. All right, so we should anyway.
But you can catch him on Up, Down, Down whenever they do the whole thing.
All right, so what you want us to watch is what is it again, Chris?
Legends of Wrestling Roundtable.
All right, and so
Just go onto your network, go to programming or whatever, and then go to originals, or no, the Vault. Go to the Vault, and it's there. Legends of Wrestling.
all right, check that out. We'll talk about it next week on Wednesday on the World Wrestling Talk group. So next Wednesday, what's the date on that day? Anybody know? Nobody knows what a calendar
Isn't that
is.
Veterans Day?
Veterans Day, November 11th. Hey, you know what's after that? Never mind. So check it out. Veterans Day. Let's talk about it. We're gonna be on the group anyway. All right. So
Are you still in the group? Because I never see you post anything.
I don't post in the group. I'm like that creeper. I just like to sit and watch. All right. So Luther, before we get out of here, let's do the Independent Minute. All right, but in the Independent Minute, I want you to talk about events you got coming up. I know you were telling me about a couple yesterday. I ran into Luther yesterday. It was so awkward. But either way, that's how he's here today. But tell us about what you got going on, and then who's your top independent wrestler right now outside of yourself?
Top independent wrestler right now. Man,
Silky.
You know how many of us there are?
Silky.
Our roster trumps WWE's, even if you add everybody that
Trumps.
used to do it.
That's some big
But,
words.
Okay, events we have coming up. Of course, we have CWF Houston, November 21st, Eastmount Houston, at the VFW Hall, address 6106 77050. Then we return back to the Cypress area with Texas All Pro Wrestling, baby, Armageddon. This is the show off of Clay Road, 17115 77084, the West Indoor Soccer Arena, January night, ladies and gentlemen. Then we return back. I defend my tag team title at Lone Star Championship Wrestling, January 30th. We talked about that earlier.
Would you like me to
Yeah.
chant something in your name or something like Lou, the rocks. Lou,
Let's
the
not.
rocks.
I'm not trying to get sued.
He is black.
Yeah.
I mean, Luther Black, maybe. All right, who's your top guy in the independent circuit right now?
Okay, top guy right now. You know what? I'm gonna pay homage to a guy. This guy is massive, and he has now obtained the name of the Saiyan of professional wrestling, the God Saiyan of professional wrestling. His name, ladies and gentlemen, Chris. You guys had a chance to see him.
Oh, yeah.
Keith Lee. Keith Lee.
Remember, Chris, I remember you watching him match, and you said that guy's got it.
The big guy that attacked Hembo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real?
Yes, that is my guy right now.
Yeah,
'cause
I
that
agree
guy-
with that.
We had a show where it was him versus Raymond Rowe. And I'm pretty sure a bunch of you guys out there in World Wrestling Talk know Ray Rowe. Much love to him. Rowe was sitting on the top rope, and from the ground, Keith, all that body weight, jumped up, gave him a perfect drop kick to the face.
Wow.
The guy that
Jinder
has
Mahal was in the locker room and damn near ran to his phone to give WWE a call.
the guy that has over 9,000 on his shorts.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
His spirit bomb, I've seen many people take it. every time he's around and they start booking the matches, I try to stay away from him as much as possible.
Why is that though?
Because I'm scared. Have you seen that? Have you seen this?
Yeah, no, I was telling Walker that that dude's got the charisma. He's
He
got
has
the
everything.
look.
He's
got it.
psychology.
And wouldn't that be
everything.
great if he would have get signed? I'd be like, WWE,
I
I
cannot
saw that
wait.
guy and he's got it.
You
Can't
called it.
wait.
You're JR. You called it. Either way, this is going to wrap up another edition of the World Wrestling Talk podcast. Don't forget to support indie wrestling. Torin, thank you for being here, man.
No problem.
Torin, you're becoming a staple of the show, and I like it because, I mean, this was me and you in the beginning. Before Chris ever came into any of this, it was me and Torin. And we got to get Dante. And Daryl's been on the show. We gotta
No
get
one
Dante
likes the
on.
prequels.
The prequels. The prequels? We're like the Hobbit. No, okay. Anyway, all right, Luther, man, it's great. Thank you for letting me hold the title. Thank you for being here, man. It's always an honor. You bring amazing input, amazing knowledge, and I love it.
Just do me this one favor for World Wrestling Talk for the group. Can you please hit someone in the head with the title and bring back the Attitude Era?
Hey, if we get you
We
like
people with the titles all the time.
if we get you like a World Wrestling Talk T-shirt with your name
I
on
will
it.
wear it to the ring.
Okay.
Every show I go to.
That's something we're gonna do. Chris Temez, of course, you are the man. When can we catch you?
Oh man, we can catch us. Actually, we're right now recording an episode today. So when you get that episode, it'll be out next Monday. It's Wednesday right now. World Wrestling Talk. I'll be on this episode too. Then Comic Cave, and then also, guess what's coming up this weekend?
Oh, it's coming this weekend.
Coming this weekend, we'll be recording me, Walker, and the host of Game Grok, Joey the Ever Faithful, and Andy the I forget his
Ever
name.
Andy.
Andy. They'll be doing. What will we be doing with them?
All right, so I bought a copy of WrestleMania 2000 for the Nintendo 64 for them to play, and then I'm packing up my Xbox and taking it over there so that we can watch them play WWE 2K16.
And we're gonna be coming. It's gonna be a slobber knocker. What a maneuver!
I think they should do a Divas match. Either way, Chris, thank you as usual. Hey, I gotta get on Comic Cave
Of
because
course.
I was watching Gotham this week, and Gallivant said it's a new day in Gotham, and I was just like, oh, God, dumb city, God, dumb city. But all right, guys, this wraps up another edition of the World Wrestling Talk podcast. Of course, links for everything we mentioned will be down below. Don't forget to join the group, like us on Facebook, and all that jazz. For the guys here at World Wrestling Talk podcast, I am Chris Walker, and we will talk to you when the bell rings again.